In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NCAAB matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop. Because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. Oakland versus Michigan State is one of those classic buy low, sell high spots where the number has more to do with brand name than matchup flow, and asking Michigan State to cover close to 20 points against a team that can slow tempo and extend possessions is a tall order in a non-conference setting. Oakland doesn't need to win this game outright to cash. They just need to stay organized and avoid the early knockout punch. And when the total is sitting in the mid-150s, that naturally favors the team getting a mountain of points. This pick is Oakland plus 19.5 and the under 155. Montana versus Louisville is a pure mismatch on paper, but the market has inflated this line to a point where covering becomes harder than winning, especially for a favorite that doesn't always push pace once control is established. Montana is live to chew clock, shorten the game, and turn this into a grind where every possession matters. And with a total up in the high 160s, the back door is wide open late. This pick is Montana plus 29 and the under 167. St. John's versus Kentucky is a sneaky trap where both teams want to play fast, but neither is particularly efficient when forced into half-court execution, and that's why the total feels a bit inflated relative to realistic scoring stretches. Kentucky getting points here is more about market perception than matchup dominance, and in a one-possession type game, the value is on the dogs staying within the number. This pick is Kentucky plus 3.5 and the under 156. North Carolina versus Ohio State profiles as a coin flip game disguised as a spread, and when both teams are priced evenly, you want the side that can dictate tempo for longer stretches rather than relying on quick runs. North Carolina's ability to control pace keeps this tight, while the total sitting just above 150 feels a touch optimistic given how these teams settle in late. This pick is North Carolina plus 3.5 and the under 151. Houston versus Arkansas is a spot where defensive pressure and physicality matter more than raw scoring upside, and Houston's ability to force uncomfortable possessions gives them an edge even on the road. Arkansas getting points is tempting, but the total is where the real value sits, with both teams more likely to trade stops than baskets for long stretches. This pick is Houston minus 4.5 and the under 143. Auburn versus Purdue is a classic strength-on-strength matchup that usually results in slower tempo than the public expects, especially early, as both sides feel each other out. Purdue laying single digits is reasonable given their consistency, but the total sitting in the mid-150s leaves very little margin if this turns into a half-court battle. This pick is Purdue minus 9.5 and the under 154. Texas Tech versus Duke is all about defensive discipline, and Tech's ability to stay connected on shooters makes them dangerous even as an underdog. Duke can win this game, but covering more than 8 requires sustained offensive efficiency that hasn't always shown up against physical opponents, and the total suggests a faster game than what Tech prefers. This pick is Texas Tech plus 8.5 and the under 151. San Diego State versus Arizona is a tempo clash where Arizona wants to run and San Diego State wants to squeeze every possession, and those games usually favor the points rather than the favorite. Arizona's firepower is real, but covering 2 touchdowns requires the Aztecs to completely abandon their identity, which is unlikely. This pick is San Diego State plus 15 and the under 156. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. That's the full card for today. We're taking Oakland plus 19.5 with the under 155, Montana plus 29 with the under 167, Kentucky plus 3.5 with the under 156, North Carolina plus 3.5 with the under 151, Houston minus 4.5 with the under 143, Purdue minus 9.5 with the under 154, Texas Tech plus 8.5 with the under 151, and San Diego State plus 15 with the under 156. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!